Good morning, everyone. This is Talking About the Epi Universe, where we are going to be conversating about the new Universal theme park. This is coming from Bulldog News on campus. I'm Caden.
And I'm Katie.
And we both have never been to Universal, so this is all just coming off of what we read and think. So we're just going to get right into it. What do you think about the new theme park opening?
I'm excited. I've never been to Universal, so I don't really have a standpoint as to, which rides are my favorite or anything, but I do know that there will be Harry Potter, Super Nintendo, and a bunch of other exciting openings for this new park, so I'm excited to see what has in store.
Yeah, I'm excited as well because I think it's a good opportunity for them to expand on some previous island or ideas that they had. Like, I know they've previously done Harry Potter, and they're expanding that into a more specified area with the Fantastic Beasts. What is it, trilogy? Yeah, it's a trilogy.
Yes.
And the Ministry of Magic, Britain. And with Super Nintendo, they've done some stuff with that in the past, but they haven't really focused on that. And I think it's a good opportunity for them to do that as well.
That's true. What rides are you most excited for this upcoming park?
Well, they've only publicly said one or two of the rides. That is part of the Celestial Park, which is the Celestial Park is the main area of the park. It's before you go into any of the worlds. So they've said something. I think it was called the Starlight Racer. It's a side-by-side race one.
Stardust Racers? Yep.
Stardust Racers. It's a side-by-side racing coaster, and I think that one's going to be awesome. I have some experience with some other theme parks, other theme park where they have something of the sort, and it's pretty cool.
Good. What are you anticipating most for the opening of the new park? What are you looking forward to the most when this park is opening?
Probably just seeing how they have built the worlds, because Universal's known for building intricate, lifelike worlds within their parks. So I'm really curious to see how they've done that better here. What about you?
I'm looking forward mostly to the Harry Potter area of the park. I'm not sure which rides they're including yet. They're still, releasing the park information as to what they're putting in, but I have always been a big Harry Potter fan, and I've always loved the series, the movies, the books. I've read all the books. I'm excited to see what they have in store because Universal already has Harry Potter rides and areas, but I'm not sure what they're going to bring in as far as this new park for the series, so I'm excited to see what rides and areas of that theme that they offer. So
yeah. What do you think about them opening what they call Dark Universe, centered around the dark side of Universal being like the monsters and the legends?
I'm interested to see what they have to bring, but I have never seen that, so I'm excited to see what is in store there. What rides do they include in that area of the park?
They haven't said any of the rides included in the worlds yet, except Celestial World.
Right.
In their video, they said that it's just so good that you're going to have to wait to see.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're not revealing it just
They're not
yet.
revealing any of the rides from the park. So that's what makes it so exciting as well, because it's like you have these intricately based worlds where of some of the rides in the main park. But then other than that, they don't tell you anything. And it just kind of, I think it's more of a marketing tactic to try to draw people in to come to the park and see. Other than if you just tell them everything that's there, it's not as fun.
Know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that this dark world idea is good because they've had their Universal monsters spread throughout parks from what I hear before.
Yes.
And I think it's a good idea to put everything into one area with the monsters, because that is one of the things that Universal has done and done the best for so long is their monsters.
Yes.
What do you think is going to be the least favorite world that they've created?
That is a challenging one because there are so many good worlds in here, but I want to say because this audience is probably, going to be mostly older kids or adults, I would say maybe the Monsters world, just because its audience is probably going to be for older, people. Because Mario and Harry Potter, they have kind of a wider range of, viewers and an audience because it's kid friendly. Maybe a little bit scary for younger kids for Harry Potter, but maybe the Monsters just because it scares younger children. So I don't know if parents will want their kids being around that, but for the older audience in Universal, I feel like that's what they will be drawn to. But for the younger kids, as far as their audience, I'm thinking the Monsters will be the least favorite for the younger audience in Universal.
I think that the least favorite world would be, honestly, I think it might be the Dark Universe, or not the Dark Universe, the Celestial Park. I know even though it's like, it's the main park. The people aren't going just to see the main park, so
yes,
I think that's going to be the least favorite, the least amount of time spent, because there's only 2 rides, and then it's probably just
only 2 rides. Well,
yeah, it's probably just like the gift shop area and like your
yeah.
centers and how to get to the other places.
Well, they haven't revealed it yet, so we don't know, but
That's true.
yeah. Being the fact that there's 2 rides, the lines might pile up very fast, which also could draw people away.
Yeah.
So that might be.
Did you hear how big the park is?
I have not. How big is it going to be?
In their introduction video, it said it was double the size of Universal Orlando.
Wow.
Which is absolutely ginormous.
So they're expanding their park.
Oh, 100%.
A lot.
100%. It is probably going to be a giant park, which looking at it from the video, it looks small. It really does. And like when you hear that comparison, it just kind of makes you think about how big it's actually going to be.
Right.
All right. Thank you guys for your time today. I hope you enjoyed the podcast coming from the Garcia News crew. I'm Caden.
And I'm Katie.
And this was Talking About the Epic Universe.
Have a good one.